Hello, I've had a question. Why is the sum of cubes equals to this in factored form? And this is not having anything to do with any particular problem, but just want to know why it is the way it is. And so some of you guys will just memorize it, and I understand that. But there are some students who would like to know why it is the way it is. So I'm going to show you why the sum of cubes equals to this binomial times this trinomial. Okay, and it's a little math trick to make this work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin with a cubed plus b cubed, and this is the math trick right here. I am going to take something and I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to take it right back out. So this is the same thing as this. So the a squared b, I added it and I took it right back out. So really it's the same thing. But this allows me to factor by grouping because there's 4 terms. And so what I'm going to do is look at the first 2 terms, and they both have an a squared in them. So I'm going to factor the a squared out. And what's left is going to be an a, because this has 3 factors of a. I took 2 of them out, there's 1 left. This one took both factors of a out, and it leaves me with a plus b. Now, the next 2 terms, they have both a b in it. So I'm going to take the b out, but I'm going to be a little bit more. I'm going to take a negative b out. And what's left is a squared minus b squared. Okay? So the negative b comes out. So that's why that's a minus, because remember, a negative times a negative is a positive. So on the last binomial, it's a squared minus b squared, and this one's a plus b. And at first glance, you're like, well, there's nothing in common. That doesn't do you any good. But it does, because a squared minus b squared actually factors again, because it's a difference of squares. So we have a squared times a plus b, same thing, negative b, and then the a squared minus b squared factors a plus b times a minus b. Okay, so the difference of squares factors into this. Okay, so now if you look now, the a plus b isn't common, so factor by grouping requires me to take the a plus b out. And what's left is this a squared minus b. Now remember, we took this a plus b out. What leaves me with it is an a minus b. Okay, so if you do the math here, this becomes a plus b times bracket a squared. Now distribute the negative b, so it'd be negative b times a is a negative ab, and I like putting them in alphabetical order. And then negative b times negative b is a plus b squared. Now, if you want to rewrite the brackets back into parentheses, so I only put the brackets there initially because there was a set of parentheses and a bracket. So I didn't want to get 2 sets of parentheses. And then we have a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. And that's how it comes. But it's, like I said, it's a math trick. And you take something and you put it in, you take it back out. And the difference of cubes has that same similar trick to it. For those who are not very, proficient in math, they would have never noticed that. But it's kind of like you stay in math long enough, you learn these little math tricks, and this is one of them. So, but anyway, that's it.